The 2017 Super Bowl was a showdown between two very different teams. The New England Patriots, led by Tom Brady, were chasing their fifth championship.
Driven to add a fifth to their football dynasty.
On the other side, the Atlanta Falcons with MVP quarterback Matt Ryan were hoping to win their first ever Super Bowl.
For the Atlanta Falcons, they will come away holding the Lombardi Trophy for the first time.
The Patriots came into the game with a 14-2 regular season record. Their offense, powered by Brady, was efficient and dangerous. On defense, they allowed the fewest points all season, making them one of the toughest teams to beat. Brady had missed the first 4 games of the season due to his suspension in the Deflategate scandal.
Is Tom Brady a cheater? I don't believe so.
For him, the game was personal. It was a chance to prove once again why he was considered the best quarterback in NFL history.
Led by the greatest quarterback in Super Bowl and NFL.
The Falcons had a dream season. Matt Ryan, nicknamed Matty Ice, had been unstoppable, throwing for nearly 5,000 yards and 38 touchdowns. His connection with Julio Jones, one of the league's best receivers, had been a nightmare for defenses.
And a touchdown for Julio Jones.
Atlanta's running game, led by Devonta Freeman and Tevin Coleman, added even more firepower. They had scored the most points in the NFL that season. For the Falcons, this game was about proving they belonged on the biggest stage. Both teams had something to prove. For the Patriots, it was about defending their legacy. For the Falcons, it was about making history.
Has taken Atlanta to the Super Bowl.
This is how the New England Patriots made the biggest comeback in NFL history.
They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. Super Bowl 51 is underway.
The game started slow. Both teams were cautious, feeling each other out. Both teams had sparks of fire at times, but nothing ignited. Surely, this would be a gritty game. But little did we know what the future would hold. By the end of the first quarter, the score was still 0-0. But in the second quarter, the Falcons exploded into life, and everything started to go their way. The Patriots began the quarter driving towards the first score of the game. All the way down to the Atlanta 33-yard line, surely a field goal at least was in store. However, Deion Jones would find LeGarrette Blount and cause a fumble, stopping the momentum. Atlanta's offense struck first. Devonta Freeman broke through the Patriots' defense with a 5-yard rushing touchdown. Freeman's speed and agility had been a problem for defenses all season, and it was no different here. The Falcons were up 7-0, and they didn't stop there. Matt Ryan, showing why he was the league's MVP, connected with Austin Hooper for a 19-yard touchdown pass.
Caught for the touchdown, Austin Hooper.
Suddenly, Atlanta was up 14-0, and Patriots fans started to worry. Then came the biggest blow of the half. Tom Brady, trying to get New England back into the game, threw an interception. Robert Alford picked it off and ran it back 82 yards for a touchdown. It was a pick six that left Brady on the turf, watching helplessly as Atlanta's lead grew to 21-0. The Falcons had complete control, and the Patriots were in trouble.
First pick six by Brady in his Super Bowl career.
The Patriots finally got on the board just before halftime with a field goal, making it 21-3. But their offense looked out of sync. Brady was under constant pressure, sacked multiple times by Atlanta's defense. Grady Jarrett in particular was causing havoc, breaking through the Patriots' offensive line again and again. Nothing seemed to be working for New England.
Atlanta 21, New England 3.
By halftime, the Falcons had 21 unanswered points and total control of the game. Matt Ryan had a near-perfect passer rating, throwing for 115 yards and 1 touchdown. The Patriots' 18-point deficit was one of the largest halftime deficits in modern Super Bowl history. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing.
We gotta do better than that.
For the Falcons, everything was going right. For the Patriots, the situation looked hopeless. But the second half was still to come, and Tom Brady wasn't done yet.
Brady flushed out.
The second half began, and it looked like more of the same. The Falcons continued their dominance, and the Patriots still couldn't find their rhythm. By the middle of the third quarter, Atlanta seemed to have the game in the bag, but that's when things started to change. Atlanta struck first in the second half. Tevin Coleman caught a touchdown pass from Matt Ryan, extending their lead to 28-3.
Touchdown Atlanta!
The Falcons fans were celebrating, and many Patriots fans had already started losing hope. A 25-point lead in the Super Bowl felt impossible to overcome.
Come on, boys, let's go
Down by
now!
25 points, the Patriots finally showed signs of life. Amongst an over 6-minute drive in the mid-third quarter, the Patriots finally found the end zone in the form of a 5-yard pass to James White to make the score 28-9.
Goal line. Touchdown Patriots!
Following another nice drive resulting in a field goal, the Patriots defense made a critical play, forcing a fumble on Matt Ryan after a sack by Donta Hightower.
And Hightower gets to the quarterback. Ball is loose. Ryan and recovering. Allen.
The Patriots got the ball back with 8:24 left in the game, and they were still trailing 28-12. To most people, it looked like the game was already over. But what followed was one of the greatest comebacks in sports history.
Patriots take advantage of the takeaway.
Tom Brady kept the Patriots' hopes alive with another clinical drive. His quick passes and smart decisions took advantage of the great field position following the turnover. He found Danny Amendola for a 6-yard touchdown pass, cutting the lead to 28-18.
Throws it for Amendola. Touchdown Patriots!
The Patriots then executed a perfect 2-point conversion with James White running it in, making the score 28-20. Now the game was within one possession.
It's a one-score game.
On their next drive, the Falcons were in a strong position to seal the win. They were inside the Patriots' 30-yard line and in field goal range. But then, disaster struck. Matt Ryan was sacked by Trey Flowers for a huge loss, pushing them to the edge of field goal range. Then, Jake Matthews committed a holding penalty on the next play, pushing the Falcons 10 yards further back and outside of field goal range. Instead of extending their lead, the Falcons were forced to punt. As the game got deeper into the fourth quarter, the Patriots were only down by 8 points and everything felt different. New England's defense was stepping up and Tom Brady looked more focused than ever. Momentum had shifted and it favored the team from the Northeast. The crowd could feel the tension building up. Was a comeback really possible? The last 3.5 minutes would decide everything.
Gotta play tougher, harder, tougher, everything.
Brady went to work again, showing why he's one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. He led the Patriots on another incredible drive with big plays from receivers Julian Edelman, James White, and Danny Amendola. Edelman made one of the most unbelievable catches in Super Bowl history, grabbing a tipped ball just before it hit the ground. The drive ended with James White scoring a 1-yard touchdown. The Patriots needed 2 more points to tie the game, and they got it with another perfect play. Brady found Amendola for the 2-point conversion, and just like that, the game was tied 28-28.
Don't ever count Tom Brady out.
The Patriots had done the impossible. They erased a 25-point deficit to tie the game, forcing the first overtime in Super Bowl history. The Falcons, who had been unstoppable in the first half, now looked shaken. The momentum was entirely on New England's side.
Yards from a 5th Super Bowl championship. And we go to overtime here in Houston.
The game entered overtime for the first time in Super Bowl history. This game that started slow has become an instant classic, one of the greatest stories told in the 51-year history of the game. The Patriots won the coin toss, another blow to Atlanta, and chose to receive the ball. At this point, they had all the momentum, and everyone knew Tom Brady wasn't going to let this opportunity slip away.
Trying to engineer the drive for 5.
Brady took the field with his usual calmness. The Patriots started the drive from their own 25-yard line, and every play felt like a masterpiece. Brady delivered quick, precise passes to Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, and James White. The Falcons' defense, which had looked so strong earlier, now seemed completely exhausted. The Patriots marched down the field, and before long, they were at the Falcons' 2-yard line. On the next play, James White was tossed the ball, pushed through the defenders, and stretched the ball over the goal line. Touchdown! The Patriots had completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
The final score, 34-28.
When I say at halftime, it's gonna be a hell of a story.
As soon as White crossed the goal line, the Patriots sideline erupted. Players and coaches ran onto the field to celebrate. Tom Brady, who had just won his 5th Super Bowl, hugged his teammates and coaches, cementing his legacy as the greatest quarterback of all time.
Cemented legacies tonight. I mean, it's just, there's no more debates.
For the Falcons, it was heartbreak. They had been so close to winning their first Super Bowl, only to watch it slip away. This would go down as the biggest meltdown in the history of the game. This game wasn't just historic for the comeback, it broke records in almost every way. Tom Brady set records for completions 43 and passing yards 466 in a Super Bowl. James White set a Super Bowl record with 14 receptions and scored 3 total touchdowns. The Patriots' 25-point comeback was the largest in Super Bowl history. For the Patriots, this game became a defining moment in their dynasty. It proved their resilience and determination even when the odds seemed impossible. For Tom Brady, it was another argument for why he was the greatest quarterback in NFL history. The Falcons faced criticism for their play calling, especially late in the game. Steve Sarkisian, though widely regarded as a great play caller, faced tremendous criticism. Many questioned why they didn't run the ball more to eat up the clock. Up 25 points, all you need to do logically is eat up the clock and race to the 60-minute mark. For their fans, this game remains a painful memory of what could have been. As much as it hurts Atlanta and thrills New England, this game goes down as a prime example of why we love this game so much. The game is truly never over until it is over. Super Bowl 51 wasn't just a football game. It was a story of perseverance, teamwork, and never giving up. It showed that even when the odds are stacked against you, it's never over until it's over. For Patriots fans, it was a moment of pure joy. For Falcons fans, it was a heartbreak they'll never forget.